Perfect. All right, there we go. We've killed the music, and we are back again live one more time for Marvel Superheroes.
Woo!
Oh, hey, actually, I have that horn now.
Nice.
Hold on one second. Let me get the rave horn here for us to get us kicked off officially. There we are.
Awesome.
All right. So since Matt is not here, unsure what's going on there, could somebody give me a recap so we can get this road on the show?
Road on the show. Give me one moment while I work some magic.
Uh oh. Uh oh.
Yeah.
It's going to be Davey announcer voice.
Davey announcer voice. But first, I need to take the notes.
He's
And
like,
translate them.
oh, me.
Okay, here we go. Last time on Modern Age Heroes. Uh, the team recovers after their rescue mission. Hyperion briefs Red Arsenal on the Transnistria slave recovery, joined by Xenofreeze and Heat Phantom. Joined by Xenofreeze while Heat Phantom keeps his distance from our new alien friend, Kalith. Kalith is requesting clothes and receives a leather cowboy outfit through Red Arsenal's requisition. Lightbringer returns from a sporting event with her grandfather, still sporting face paint, and brings intel on the slave auction's buyers, um, helping plan continued surveillance on the legacy buyers group. Red Arsenal voices concern about his family, and Lightbringer relays an invitation to a presidential gala. Hyperion completes the anti-psych bleed harness and outfits Kaleth before summoning Heat Phantom to the lab. Kaleth reveals he's been observing Earth for 2 years, tracing it through deep space signals likely sent by Xenofreeze. The team learns Kaleth's mission is to hunt the corrupt, which is the infection that the Legacy has encountered before. Kaleth's kind eradicates the undead through advanced disintegration tools. Discussion turns to the Ixis, mechanical isolationist. I don't know. Would you call them robots? They're not really robots. They're more like they're more than automatons, and they're linked by a hive mind, revealing that Hyperion is based off of an older model of the Ixis. Um, Xenofreeze's transmissions, Kalith warns, are attracting bounty hunters and enemies. At the gala, the Legacy receives full honors. Hyperion humorously orders an Elvis-style peanut butter and banana sandwich before requesting excavation resources for the Electrum base. Talks with President Jurgen explore forming a corporate-backed space defense force and possible collaboration with the Justice Legion. After dinner, the Legacy visits the Tabaxian embassy, and the Tabaxians pledge 2 ships, mining technology, and reminds Lightbringer of the warriors bound to her by a blood oath to support the Legacy's growing mission. That was kind of quick and kind of kind of fast, but that's what happened last time on Modern Age Heroes.
Bum bum bum.
Oh, yeah. Will Hyperion return to the Ixis Collective? Will he become an Ixis?
Uh
Who
oh.
knows? Who
Well,
knows?
it's up to you guys. where are you taking us from here?
So I presume we're still at New Prussia right now.
Correct. Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right. Has Xenofreeze been able to make one antidote plus injector for each of the biological teammates for that anti-venom against that fish poison?
Oh, give me a roll. It's going to be your reason and bumped up one column shift because of biology.
Reason. RM30 going to IN40. Right? Yeah. Okay.
Weird.
Yeah, I haven't been able to succeed yet. I've got too much on my mind.
Okay.
Ouch.
Yes. You have a lot on your mind.
Yeah, considering I just might
You're
have
not-
endangered the whole Earth.
You're number one.
Yes.
All right. Well,
You're number one. You're number one.
It goes into my it fits in the role playing anyway.
Right,
So.
exactly.
sure. So, I'll let you guys do check-ins then.
Okay.
It's the next day as of this point, after you've already met with the people at the Tavaxian. It's T-A, it's with a V, not Tabaxian. Yeah. V for victory. I'm not a crook.
Oh no.
I think we should go get some ice cream.
That sounds like a good idea. I wonder
There's
if New
this new place
Prussia.
I just heard about.
Yeah. Well, let's go get some.
Sure.
And
We'll
Grandpa, yeah, Grandpa's he's moonlighting.
Interesting. But yeah, so Hyperion will be like over the comms legacy. Just getting an update to see what everyone is up to. If we can accomplish what we need to, the sooner the better. Especially knowing that we may have enemies incoming and we don't know when they'll arrive. So the more we can accomplish before that time, the better. Lightbringer, what are you dealing with right now?
Just catching up with some of this fan mail. Nothing urgent. Am I needed somewhere?
Let's see. For the moment, I'd say go ahead and deal with that fan mail. You know what? That probably is piling up for you. I know you don't have a lot of time to go through that, and you are an icon in this country. You might as well live up to that standard. How long do you think it'll take for you to get through what you have?
You know what? It's not really a matter of getting through. It's how much time do I have?
Okay.
So, just give me a holler when you want to meet up.
Understood. Xenofreeze, do you have any progress to report?
No, I don't have any damn progress to report. Here's such shattering.
You sound distressed.
It's very frustrating to understand that through my efforts of trying to reach my family, I may have endangered this whole planet.
You had no way to know that those would be the direct consequences of your actions. I
It
hope
is
that
irrelevant.
you're not.
I am still at fault.
Well,
And it is due to my actions, whether unknowing or not, that may become the potential decimation of all life on this planet.
Come in, you royal boob!
Succeed in making a damned medical things that I should be able to do.
Lightbringer, I have a task for you if you don't mind. Would you be able to assist Xenofreeze personally with his endeavor?
Yeah, I can switch gears.
Thank you. And Xenofreeze, I don't mean to downplay what you're going through. I can understand how you would come to the emotions you're feeling now. I won't claim to be able to perfectly empathize, but just know we can take on a lot. Don't think that whatever that you've done is somehow irreversible, or that it could lead to the decimation of all. We'll be all right. We've been through worse, and you know that. We've actually spared Earth from decimation once before. We can do it again. That's what we do.
But that was not for anyone's personal endeavors.
Understood. Be that as it may, it'll do you good to focus on the endeavor at hand. If you feel fault, the best way to work through that guilt, whatever perceived or whatever deserved or not, is to do what you can to resolve any problem you think may have been caused.
Perhaps you are right, brother. I will strive to do my best.
I know you will. Thank you, brother. Pulsar, do you have anything to report?
I think, depending on kind of because I didn't see this in the notes, but Pulsar would probably be, unless he was needed elsewhere, he would probably be trying to like help with the people that we got out of Transnistria, just making sure that they're comfortable,
Okay.
making sure that they're fed, they're taken care of, and they know that they're safe. Just
Yes. And they absolutely are. If you did that after the scene last game, then you wouldn't have gotten a chance to really talk to them. But the New Prussian, not the New Prussian embassy, New Prussian immigration would be telling you that all of them are attempting to get papers to remain, and so they're working on temporary visas right now to allow them to stay here while they figure out what they're going to do next. So they're getting set up with like temporary housing and a little stipend to support them.
Okay.
Do they have families? Lightbringer's concerned about the families that they may be leaving behind.
I mean, they may, but right
stolen
now,
from.
yeah, they may, but right now that's a logistical nightmare for them. So that's a part of what the immigration forces are attempting to do. Is one, identify them. Two, make sure yes they're legit. They are legitimately seeking asylum. This wasn't just some really terrible guy that happened to get captured by even more terrible people, sort of thing. And then from there, once they identify who they have, okay, well, now what do we need to do about their families? Do we need to get them sent someplace else? Blah, 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 blah. A lot of logistics to take in there.
Okay. Yeah, I think that would have been, at least as far as the things that Pulsar can do, I think that would be kind of his main concern. Other than that, he's not as useful for political stuff.
So is that like what you relay to Hyperion? Okay.
Yeah.
Then when you say that, he'd be like, "Excellent. I'm glad you followed up." Then it sounds like the immigration department here is taking care of them so far.
Yeah, sounds like they know what they're doing.
Excellent. I may need some of your assistance in transporting excavation gear from here to the vein. Your strength would be a large help. I'll be able to generate a portal. I just need to have you help me bring it in if you have several minutes to do so.
Yeah. Let me know when and where.
Excellent. If you can meet me at, and he gives him like the location where he's at, in approximately 10 minutes, should be able to then move the gear that we've been loaned through a portal.
Okay. Yeah. Pulsar, head straight there.
Excellent. Red Arsenal, how are you doing so far, brother?
I'm doing good, big bro. What's up? What's going on?
Do you have anything to report since yesterday?
I'm sorry, Davey.
I
You are super
yes.
excited to be in game, but that intro right there made it sound like, because like everybody else is like doom and gloom or busy with something. It's
Yeah.
like Hyperion caught you huffing, and you and you
Hey man, how's it going?
exactly right. You
Yeah.
quickly threw it down, even though he's nowhere around. You're just like in the community, hey, how you doing? I'm fine.
It's going to be one of
How
those
are
extra
things?
special issues.
You know?
Yes.
Right? Yeah.
Like, yeah.
Sorry, it was my mental block just went another direction. Please carry on. I'm sorry for the distraction.
Well, just like
He's-
Green Arrow.
He's going through some stuff right now, so he
Yeah.
started
Yeah.
Well, I mean,
self-medicating.
I mean,
Yeah, for real.
everybody is clearly going through some stuff right now, and he's the only one that nobody really knows how it's affected. So
Yeah.
that's why, again, my mind was like, okay, yeah, he got caught huffing. You know, so it's just like he throws it down real quick. Hey, I'm doing fine. How about you? Anybody good? You know, how was the game? You know,
We're all fine here.
I
How
know.
are you?
What are you doing with that plastic bag and that can of Ready Whip?
Huh?
I'm sorry. Please continue.
What were we doing? Oh yes.
My bad.
Yeah. Yeah. What's going on?
Do you happen to have anything to report since yesterday?
No, I don't have anything going on, but I do want to do something, and I don't know how to go about it. Maybe I could just ask one of the soldiers running around here. I know that New Prussia has like a telepath core or psychic core, and I need some training in the event that I'm ever disarmed again. I want to be able to get better training in case I'm disarmed. So I don't know who to talk to.
I see. Let's see here. The Cynet core here should be able to assist you if you actually um, head to any like provides directions of where like the Cynet building would be,
Mm,
uh, and simply provide them with your request. Everyone here knows who we are. I'm sure they'll be amenable to your needs.
okay, I will. I will get right on it.
Excellent.
And yeah, and if you need me for anything, just holler. But that's where I'm going to be for however long we're here. So,
Understood.
and yeah, he will make his way to the Signet building and talk to whoever he needs to talk to get some training in.
Okay. Well,
Yeah.
that's what he's doing currently. Back to Hyperion then.
Yeah. So then, at that point, he's gonna wait for Pulsar to arrive. When he does, he's gonna open a conduit that he has saved that leads right back to the vein, so that we can move the excavation gear in there. And while we're doing that, he'll be talking to Pulsar, and so like while that's happening, he's like, "So Pulsar, with regard to what we were doing before, as far as actually trying to get more information regarding your parents through Midnight X. have you received any word, clandestine or otherwise, from Midnight X?
None. At least none that I'm aware of. I don't know if he knows that I'm in New Prussia. So maybe he's left me another, because he got in contact with me by leaving a package at the house you guys got me.
I
So
see.
if there's any new information, I imagine it would probably be there.
Excellent. Well, in that case, once we set up the gear and have it begin, would you like me to accompany you to your home so that we can see if he left you a secondary package?
Sure. Yeah, that sounds good.
Excellent. So then, yeah, we go ahead and finish moving the gear into place in the vein to where we're going to start excavating, and then we'll take off to his place to see if we got another Midnight X-ogram.
Okay. So once you obviously have delivered the package back to the vein, and then head back on over to Pulsar's home, first thing you see is his mailbox is full. It's like the front little mailbox, like the mail guy had to like cram it shut. You can see there's some papers like kind of jutting out of it at this point.
Okay. You don't go through your mail very often, then. How much time do you spend here at your home?
I mean, we're always doing something, but even then, I also never got mail like this before, so I guess I'm just not used to checking it. I mean, I didn't get mail in Senia, and when I was in the government, it was it was not a mailbox like this. So just forget. But it's usually just ads and this thing for these discs for AOL Online. Like, I don't know.
I see. Well, at least you know, if we need to have a different setup for you and perhaps others, if they're experiencing that as well, a PO box might actually be more amenable to needs. That way it's not an issue. But
What's that?
if you don't want mail delivered directly to where you reside, you go to a local store that has boxes, post office boxes, or PO box for short, where you can have people send your mail instead.
So it can pile up there instead of here.
Effectively, and they'd be they would have resources where it doesn't overfill a box effectively.
Okay, I'll think on it. I worry that I'll forget to check it altogether, but I guess I could put up a sticky note. But yeah, I'll start sifting through this and see if there's anything interesting in my mailbox.
Okay, yeah. So as soon as you open it, it like forces the flap open a little bit, and like mail. It doesn't like fly out, but it like clearly there's a little bit of a relief, and it's like circular ad. The ads, circulars, I should say. There's a bunch of junk mail. They're trying to give you 50 CDs for 99 cents.
Columbia House.
Yep, Columbia
Do it.
House.
Do it.
I don't even think I have a CD player. How do these people even find out? Like, I don't know. Do you guys get this stuff?
I admit, I haven't checked my abode for a while either, but it would make sense that they send this to just about everybody on the off chance that it would work for someone.
Yeah, it seems like there'd be a bad deal to lose all this money on CDs, but yeah, I'll set this aside for recycling.
You do see that there is a fairly thick little booklet in there that looks like it's probably one of the first things that got crammed in there, and it says "Welcome, new homeowner."
Do all houses come with a manual?
Not all, but that may not be a manual of sorts. So take a look. What does it say?
I'll kind of flip through it.
Okay, it's a big coupon book for businesses in Strongford as well as directly in your neighborhood.
Ah, they give you discounts as a form of advertisement. That way, it inspires you to go to their place of business, purchase something at a discount with a coupon, and perhaps if you like it, you'd go back. It's a way that these businesses make more money by drawing up more customers.
I mean, I'm sure that must make sense for people who are at their houses a lot, but usually spaceships are infested with disease or something.
Right. You do have a personal persona, though, so for the time being, it could be good to at least keep up that charade. Not that you need to use these coupons per se, but checking your mail, making sure that you have what you need. It's all a part of what we need to do for now, at least.
Uh, Wait, so because I don't know, I kind of feel like I'm so I need to go to these places and keep up appearances.
Not that you have to do it in that way. I'm saying that you do have a civilian life, and you might as well take advantage of that from time to time. So sometimes, if something actually works for you and it happens to encourage your civilian life to be well known and separate from your superheroic life, all the better, since that's the point. It provides anonymity for us.
Uh, is that what you guys do? I admittedly I kind of feel like this is the civilian, like, well, unless I'm in the suit, then I'm capable of doing anything. But uh, yeah, it sounds called still kind of new to me.
It's understandable. And honestly, if you wanted to spend the vast majority of your time as Pulsar, I wouldn't fault you for it. It is a fact that many fear superpowered beings, even after the Skyfall War and the fact that superpowered beings were necessary to save Earth. It's still difficult for individuals who have 1/100th the power of someone like us to not feel a degree of anxiety. Does that make sense?
Okay, so I'm doing it in order to make other people feel better that there's not a nuclear power engine living next door.
In a way, it's
Hmm.
it's going to be difficult because there are so many superpowered beings with so many capabilities that a genetically typical being did not inherit. We inherited these things, and we are going to be responsible in their use, but it can still frighten those who would be able to do nothing if a supervillain used their powers against them, which clearly happens. So I just say this because I think it's good to be an example and to be amongst human beings as well as our casual civilian selves so that we understand who we're protecting and why we do that.
Huh. Okay, I guess I hadn't really thought about who I was going to be, or presuming that, like, if none of this stuff had happened, if I had been born someplace where things weren't terrible, what would I have been like? But I don't know. That's a new concept. I might need some help with that, because I've always been in service somehow, so it just feels comfortable, or not
Understandable,
comfortable, just feels normal.
which makes sense. That has literally been your normal for your life so far. but it is good for the psyche of all beings, mechanical or biological or otherwise, to take a break, to enjoy the fruits and rewards of your efforts, because you deserve them.
Okay. I guess I could go to one of these places and enjoy their fruits.
That's the spirit. Before we do that, though, where was it that you found this package the last time you had found it at your place?
Was it in my mail or was it already like inside my
It
place?
was actually already inside your place.
Oh, okay. I found it inside actually. Okay. Let's make our way in.
So,
No.
as you guys are kind of still having this long conversation in front of his mailbox, a guy comes walking back, really nice dressed, business casual sort of look, but tailored well, nice short hair sort of thing, brilliant, bright smile, kind of likable kind of guy, and he looks right at Pulsar and he says, "Oh, there you are, neighbor. How are you doing today?"
I'm just doing just dandy. Just going through the honestly I forgot to check the mail. It gets a little overflowing. How are you doing today?
He says, "I'm doing just all right. I hadn't gotten the chance to meet you just yet. I saw that the for sale sign was taken down a couple months ago and wasn't sure who we had for a neighbor. So let me take a moment to introduce myself. My name is Ted Matlin. Or sorry, Ted Malton. You can just call me Ted."
All right. Nice to meet you, Ted.
He says,
Uh,
"You didn't happen to have any family living here, do you? It's an awfully large place for one individual."
nah, yeah, it's just me. Um, yeah, I came into a bit of some good luck, you could say.
Oh, so he kind of elbows you in the arm there, and he says, "You don't say. Looks like everybody's trying to hit you up for your business there by your mailbox. Don't worry about it. The postman who comes around here, he always tries to cram stuff in those boxes.
Okay, cool.
Just between you and me, I think he gets a little extra from the post office if he pushes out some more of those advertisements than necessary."
Ah, interesting. So do you get a lot of these things too?
Oh, heavens, don't I? In fact, I already started getting the Christmas ones. Have you seen the new Country Door Christmas catalog? It's got some great stuff in there.
Country Door?
Yeah, it's one of those mail, or it's one of those purchase by mail. You look through the catalog, make your purchases, mail it in, and they send it back out to you, and they extend you a line of credit.
Yeah. Are you getting one of those, Ted?
Oh, I get those every season. I love them to death.
Okay, yeah, maybe this will be the season that I get one as well. Yes.
He says, "Listen, far be it from me to be a bit forward," he says, "but if you're ever interested, you're welcome to stop on by with me and Timmy. We're going to have some cookies and milk later on. And it looks like we're going to be watching some of the new Miami Vice here lately. I don't know if you're into some of that spicier TV."
I don't think I've seen it. Uh, is Timmy your son?
Yes, he's my son.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah.
Just a single father trying to raise his son.
Yeah. No, that must be hard, but also so rewarding.
Oh, it is. 100%. You don't happen to have any kidlets on the range there, do you? Oh, no, of course not. You said it's a house all to your own, so you have room to grow.
Grow Grow what?
A family, of course.
Uh, Pulsar looks around to make sure there's not a Charlene anywhere nearby.
Peeks out from the bushes and goes
Yeah.
back in.
How you doing?
Pulsar is kind of like, I hadn't the thought never crossed my mind, I guess, but I guess that is something someone of my age should be thinking about. Yes.
He says, "Oh, well, don't rush it. You've still got plenty of time." And he says, "And again, just between you and me, there are some eligible bachelorettes here in the neighborhood."
Is that like a is that a thing? Do people often date within the neighborhoods?
Oh, of course. Not too long ago, another happy couple was made from our community watch group. We have a clubhouse just around the corner. I didn't know if you knew that or not.
No, I kind of, as you can see, as I kind of like hoist up my mail, I was like, yeah, I'm kind of a homebody, but clubhouse, eh? Well, what do you guys have, like neighborhood parties there?
Yeah, it's a neighborhood watch sort of thing, but mostly it's also a get together. They play canasta and pinochle. Oh, and they started playing this new game called Jenga. It's a hoot.
Okay, I think I've heard of Jenga. I don't think I know the other ones. Are those board games?
They're card games.
Oh, okay.
Never heard of Kings on the Corner?
No.
War? That's okay. They're all variations of card games from the old blackjack deck.
Oh, okay. I know Mahjong.
Mahjong? No, unfortunately not.
Oh, okay.
Sounds Asian.
Yeah, it's I know a couple of variations of it. I could, if I get some tiles, I could show you how.
Oh, sure. Why don't you come by the next meeting? Break out the tiles and introduce everybody to your new game. Be a good icebreaker.
Sure. When's the next event?
He looks at his watch for a second. He says, I think we got one coming up this Saturday.
Okay, yeah, I'll check my schedule and see if maybe I'll see if I can find some mahjong tiles. If not, I'll swing by just to say hello to everybody.
Yeah, why don't you do that? Show yourself to the neighborhood. Let them know you're an eligible bachelor without letting them know. You know what I mean?
I don't. Was that how do I do that?
Oh boy, you just welcome them with that smile and say hi.
All right. Thanks, Ted.
Oh, you're more than welcome, and welcome again to the neighborhood. He nods, to Hyperion. He goes walking back in. He's got his paper and a little bit of mail tucked under his arm as he goes walking into the front. He's actually your direct next door neighbor.
Nice. Okay. As soon as he's like out of earshot, I'm gonna just be like, "Do you know that guy?"
No, but now you do.
He didn't even ask me my name.
True. But
but I'm invited to his house to eat cookies with his kid. Is this like, do you guys do this every day?
Well, we do talk to other individuals, of course, especially when we're working at Quantum Unlimited. I need to talk to people in order to make sure that things are done and make sure that everyone is A-okay at work and whenever we're going out in public.
I mean, now I have a canasta meeting on Saturday with a bunch of strangers. Apparently I have to wait, hold on. All of you guys have is everybody's dating somebody, right? Is that like a requirement? Is that like a thing we have to do?
No. Keep in mind, this isn't something that you necessarily are being forced to do. If you can, think of this as just an opportunity, something fun. You know, fun. You get that, right?
I mean, flying's pretty fun, but I assume I can't. Yeah, yeah. Fun.
Perhaps playing one of those games will be fun. You'll be able to learn it, they'll teach it to you, you'll get to know people, form some relationships with your community members. They're your neighbors, not necessarily strangers. And they seem to be good people if they're anything like Ted.
I mean, uh, all right. Yeah, presuming we're not saving the world or beating up space invaders, I guess. Yeah, I guess I'll go to a Saturday meeting at the clubhouse.
Excellent.
I am exhausted.
Let's head inside, see if there's anything there, and you can go through your mail.
Yeah, sounds good. Well, what should, yeah. I have to think about who I'm supposed to be. Oh, this is scary.
Okay, so you walk inside your own house,
Mhm.
much the same as it always is.
Dusty.
However, no, it's not dusty.
Oh, yeah, there needs to be people there for it to be dusty.
Precisely. However, on the counter, you see that there's an envelope waiting for you.
Oh, hey, yeah, there we go. Just kind of open the trash can, just dump all the other mail in there, and
Okay.
go to the envelope.
It's like, look, this is my first bag of trash.
It's like when Apu became a citizen. Jury duty. I'm surely an American. Throws it in the trash. Yeah, I'll go over to the envelope. Give it a looks over, and then same situation as before.
No, it's when you pull it open, it says there's a handwritten note that's in pen that just says "Good job, kid," and then it's some folded papers on the inside.
I'll pull out the folded papers. I'm a little like, kid, who is this guy? Like I know who it is, but I mean, just like I'm not your son.
You don't have to boss me.
You're not my real dad. And I'm just gonna go.
I know,
through
right?
the-
Yeah. You're just Chuck.
Yeah. You think you're Ted? You think you're gonna be my new dad? Get out of here.
Get out of here, eh?
Yeah, you Roser. I'm gonna read the letters now. This is Pulsar.
Hey, Hoser.
Yeah, this is my new persona.
Don't you know?
I apologize to Wisconsin.
And Wisconsin's like, eh.
Yeah, they're like, yeah, we forgive you.
We're busy with cheese and meth.
In that order. Yeah,
Uh,
I'll pull out the sheets of paper.
There we go. That's what I was looking for. All right. You end up seeing what appears to be two printed up profiles, as if like they came from somebody's HR database.
Okay. Is it of my parents?
Yes.
Is it just like just clerical information, like
It-
stuff like that
It
would go
looks
to
like, yeah,
notes?
it looks like clerical information. The thing you key into first, which was kind of alarming, is that none of this information as it denotes Senia anything.
Wait, so there's no information about them like being from Sydney on here?
No.
I'm gonna bring these over to Hyperion. I'm like, but we are from Cinia. Does this mean that they had like Cinia had sold them to somebody else?
So Hyperion picks up the papers and looks at them, and what information do these papers like actually provide for each of his parents? What do they go over?
It's got their name, social security number, um, uh, it has like their name, social security number, their business, or like what their job was and whatnot.
Is this making it look like they were also United States citizens, or
Yes.
Okay. So at first he's looking and he says, they have registered social security numbers. That's something that exists in the United States, as if they were naturalized citizens.
But how could they be if they were?
I look at their names. So it does show their names, and then he goes, you remember the names of your parents? Do they match what's listed as their first and last name here? And he shows them.
Do they match, Jerome?
Yes.
Yeah.
I posted their names in the Facebook chat.
Oh, okay. Silvio Bautista and Maricel Bautista.
This is it's really weird. Why would they have American information? They weren't from. Or were they from here? How like the photos of them? Is it like them as adults or?
Yeah. It's like what you would find on, some sort of identification.
Mm-hmm.
How old does this information look?
The information dates back to the let's see. How old is Pulsar?
He is 25.
25. Okay, and we're in 95, so that would put it at 75. So it places them as active United States citizens at least up till 1969.
They may have begun their lives here in America, but then were abducted like many others have been and taken to Senia. Do you remember your life or any life you had before Senia?
Jerome, as far as I know, I was born in Senia, right?
You were.
No?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I just assumed that they were born there too.
Apparently they weren't. They were kidnapped, brought there, but you were born then in Senia instead of here.
And Dale, as you're pondering that and going over that with Pulsar, obviously, another folded paper falls out.
Huh.
And at the very top, it says classified.
Bend over, pick that up, unfold it, and take a look to see what it says.
Okay. It says Special Paranormal Engagement and Covert Tactical Enforcement Regiment. Dated as of 1978.
And can you repeat what that was?
Special Paranormal Engagement and Covert Tactical Enforcement Regiment.
Okay, so it's like Spectre. Interesting.
What does this mean?
I can't write that fast. Special Paranormal.
If you give me a moment, it will be posted or reposted in the chat.
Okay, thank you.
I'm trying to update something because I gave I worked on notes, but sometimes when I work on notes, it's not in the master file right away, and so I need to recover and take a moment right now while I'm thinking about it to get his parents' names put in the master file.
Gotcha.
Because I gave
knew
them
they
to
were
George.
plants.
Yes,
I knew they were plants.
that's why he was able to speak to him.
It all makes sense. Why I love sunshine and water. Why I like,
The dirt between your toes.
yeah. I look down. It turns out I've been Fern Gully this whole time. My mom was the tree from Pocahontas.
Oh, man.
My dad was Treebeard.
Okay.
Wow.
Spectre. Do you know what that is?
No, I haven't heard of it before, but it seems as if they were members of it. Looking more than at the at what Spectre is.
Mhm.
What else does that paper describe?
It doesn't give a whole lot of detail. It looks like it's a mission briefing, and his parents were sent specifically in as double agents into Senia.
Oh, okay. And does it have like actual objectives of what they were trying to do in Senia?
Mm-hmm. They were reporting on any and all activity relating to the sale and distribution of Dravixium, as well as any information that could be obtained relevant to militarization of deviant activities or deviants in general. Yeah.
Okay. Does it look like Spectre is some sort of division from like United States forces, or can we tell?
Hard to say.
Okay.
There's nothing on the letterhead that makes it look like it's tied directly to any, like you would see, okay, I got a letter from CIA, and it would obviously have some sort of indicator that,
Right.
Director of the United States, blah, 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 blah.
Yeah.
Nothing like that. Everything is like, okay, this is the project name. Here's these agents. This is what they're going to be doing. So, and it was signed off by Naira Vale.
Okay. What's Naira Vale's? Does it show their like rank or role in this Inspector?
Just it indicates lead agent.
Lead agent. Okay. So your parents were a part of Spectre and were sent into Senia to report on activity regarding Dravixium sales and militarization of the deviants they had there. Signed by Nira Vale, a liege agent inspector. I haven't heard of this organization, and it doesn't seem to be at least directly or obviously linked to anything with regard to the United States. It could be, but of course they wouldn't necessarily attach that to something like this, even though this is a classified document. Midnight X is very good at what he does.
I don't understand. So, but if my parents were spies, like, I this doesn't make any sense. Like, if they were spies, like were they married beforehand, or was this all just a cover? Why would they even bother having a kid on a mission? Like, what purpose would that serve them?
I'll let you guys read that out loud if you'd like. Posted the Facebook chat.
Oh, okay. Yeah, so it's like, well, let's see what they were capable of. Silvio Bautista, power, structural compression, and industrial load manipulation. Registered as a low-level deviant from Senia, served as muscle and reinforcement operator for Spectre operations. Could compact and fortify raw materials for rapid construction or sabotage. Current role, former logistics and labor support within Cobalt 9. Currently missing in South America. Which checks with what rather you all encountered while I was away. And your mother, Marisol Bautista. Power, heat resistance, and precision arc welding, organic. Silvio's wife, capable of manipulating high-temperature plasma through her hands for industrial or repair use, primarily used for field repairs, lock-breaking, or tunnel burns. Current role, backup engineer, covert entry specialist, and extraction support. Missing with Silvio. Last ping was outside Medellin. So, both of them were deviants. They had powers useful to Senia. It would seem as if they were sent in and perhaps they could have been detected. Their cover could have been blown. Your entire childhood, it did seem like they were prisoners along with you.
I mean, yeah, they were enslaved like everyone else was. I wasn't a deviant, or at least like I didn't register any abilities, so I wasn't put to the same kind of work that they were. But I guess they just didn't know that I had the super useful power of talking to plants.
Let's see. Well, if that's what your memory serves, and if it then correlates with this information, it seems like they were a part of Spectre, and that was discovered. Sanian forces apparently found that and imprisoned them, using them for their capabilities as deviants for different tasks that they needed. While being there, they give birth to you, hence why all of that was happening. But then this information indicates that they had lost contact with them when they were sent to South America.
Why would you even have a kid if you were in such a terrible situation like that?
They may have conceived you before they left on the mission, not expecting to actually be caught. It could have simply been bad timing. So you had no idea that they were a part of this organization. They never mentioned anything like that to you.
I mean, if they did, I was just a kid. I wouldn't have understood what it meant.
Do you remember your parents talking about anything special? Now, realizing this, if you think back on it, does anything trigger your memory? Anything, does this help make anything make sense that was confusing when you were a child?
Uh, Jerome, do I is any of this like sparking?
Oh, mm-mm.
No, no, none of this.
If your parents were double agents, they did an amazing job of hiding it when you were a kid.
Yeah, well, and at some point, uh, Electrum showed up. Uh, so who's even to say that like yeah, them being married was even the truth? It could have been just a useful cover.
Well, whether they were married or not, clearly they were your parents. If your memory serves and is accurate, or at least they would have acted as your parents. They do share your last name, but they Admittedly, that could mean something else then,
Mm.
especially with us knowing that your father was actually Electrum. So there must be something going on here.
I mean,
Roll your intuition, Pulsar.
yeah, because I think like I'm starting to think like I'm now I'm even wondering if they even are my parents.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, well, because because now like all the stuff that I thought I knew doesn't make any sense. Like for all I know, like they found a little kid talking to plants. So I was like, oh hey, this is our kid now.
Mi
I
familia.
got a white feet.
Didn't,
Okay.
didn't we check the genetics of the people that we found in the cave
Yes.
or facility?
Mm-hmm.
And they, at least one of them was a match with.
Yep.
Was it the genetics or the barcodes? Because they had the barcodes on them still.
They had barcodes, but you guys wouldn't have had access to scan their barcodes to determine, who, what, where, when, or why. You
If
would
I
need
remember
access
correctly,
to
we
sending them.
scanned both of them for their biology.
Yeah.
Hmm.
And it was a confirmation that, yes, those were your parents, both of them.
Well, how could both of them be my parents if Electrum's also in the?
Well,
Something
I
like
think
that.
it,
Anyway.
it at least would have shown that both of them were the people that you knew as your parents.
Yeah.
Correct.
But we got a
And
genetic match
off of the mother.
for Pulsar.
Yeah,
So
from, yeah. So it's your stepdad that you didn't know was your stepdad.
I mean, what do I like? I don't really know anything about these people now.
Well, we at least have this information. We now know about Spectre, and we have this name, Naira Vale. We could try to put feelers out for that. But beyond this, I suppose it depends on how much deeper you want to go. These would be your parents. We were on this mission to see what we can do to help you with your past. Did you want to find out more? Or did you want to stop it here?
I don't know. Can I think on it a little bit? Like honestly, I had honestly hoped that at the end of this, at the end of all of this, that I would be, you know, I'd be breaking their bonds and liberating them from a life of pain and suffering and giving them freedom. They would be in this house too, but first we find them dead, long dead. Then I find out that the people I thought were my parents are like I don't really know them at all. I I don't know. Is it just am I going through this just to have these painful questions answered? Is it worth doing it for? Is it worth going through all of this just to find out that what if I find out they were not good people? What if we find out they were villains? Wouldn't it be better for me to just remember them as the people that sealed up like a terrible contagion and died doing so?
That's really going to be up to you. What information do you think will help you with regard to your parents? And are you willing to accept that information is real once you learn it? Will it hurt you? Will it hinder you? Or will it liberate you and empower you further?
I don't know.
Well, you have time to determine it. But whatever you choose will all help you along that journey, of course. I hope you understand that.
Yeah, I it's just not the information I was expecting to find.
Were you expecting anything particular? Because it would seem that since you know relatively little about your parents' lives before Senia, perhaps doing what you can to keep an open mind. They were your parents, yes, but they had lives before you. They were different people. Instead of trying to think of them as specific types of people or having expectations that are then hurt when they're not met, instead, release those expectations. Accept them for whoever they were, whatever they did. And besides, they spent their final moments helping to keep Earth safe from a terrible contagion. And you know that for certain.
Yeah, I'll think on it. Yeah, I think I just need some time to parse all this.
Of course. Well then, suppose we should return to the vein and perhaps return to New Prussia. Make sure that everyone else is doing well. Did you need to do anything else while we're here?
Nah. Let's let's go to work. That'll give me something to distract me with.
Understood. We'll head back to the vein then. I'll start working excavation while you return to New Prussia, help the others if they need it, and we'll stay in communication.
Sounds good.
And he pats you on the back as we walk out, get back into our car, and head back to the vein so that he can start the excavation stuff and Pulsar can join the rest in New Prussia, help him out.
Okie doke. All right, so Red Arsenal. So you go
Yes.
to the Cynet building, which
Mm.
looks more like a bomb shelter.
Okay.
You know, a fortified. Basically, it's a building, but it's a very fortified building, specifically designed to withstand high yield strikes, which makes sense because this is one of their primary modes of secret communication. They obviously don't want that going down. You get flagged in by a visitor's pass, which allows you to actually go into like the second room. It's basically this building. It's very very secretive. And it's in essence a waiting room that anybody who comes in, you're waiting for somebody to come to get you to talk to, and then that's it. You don't go inside. You don't do you're not given any of that kind of access.
Okay.
And eventually, Jurgen's assistant, Terrius, comes walking up. Now, Terrius, as a reminder, since it's been a while since I've given his description, Terrius has no mouth, he has no nose, and he has multiple eyes around, almost looking a little bit more insectoid. But you can hear him just fine because he speaks through telepathy.
Okay.
And he says, Red Arsenal, I was told that you were trying to receive some sort of assistance. As you are part of Lightbringer's team, I am authorized to answer most questions that you might have. So, how can I assist?
Thank you, Terrius. Recently, I was in a battle where I was disarmed with my psionic bow, and I'm looking for training, so that way I'm not so dependent on the psychic bow. If I ever get disarmed again, I would like, if Signet is available, I would like to get some training so that way I can learn to harness my psychic power better.
I see. Well, we cannot allow you entrance further into the building, but I can arrange for a trainer to see you in perhaps one of the barracks. As I understand, most of your team is residing in one of the barracks, correct?
Yes, we're in the barracks, and he'll name the barracks.
Sure. Okay.
Yeah.
So then he specifically signs off on some paperwork, like right there on the spot. He says, keep this with you. Do not make
Okay.
any copies or show to anybody unless you are seeking approval to go into necessary training rooms, which is that's what you're being given access to. You are to go to, and he lists off a building that essentially is a part of their boot camp, from one of their military bases. And he says, go there, and I have authorized one of our agents to assist you. He says, beyond this one training session, you will have to schedule them there on out.
Okay.
I don't particularly know this person's schedule, so please make sure to work with them individually.
I will. Thank you, Terius.
Was there anything else I could assist you with today?
No, I can't think of anything else, but you've been a great help. Thank you.
Of course.
I really appreciate it.
So he sees you back to the front door.
Mm-hmm. Yep, and wave him off, wave goodbye, and head to the base where the training will happen.
Oh, okay. So go right there.
Yeah.
All righty.
Yeah, and just like even if we don't get like training today, maybe I can meet the guy or girl and set something up and be like, hey, this is me, this is where I want to go, and I need your help.
Okay. 1 second. Okay. All right. So while you were walking over to the base, obviously it's taking you some time because you're walking, but it's not a problem. Like everywhere around here, it's almost walking in between from like this section through town and then over to one of the military bases. It's almost like because they make such a habit of keeping everything clean and looking proper. It almost gives you the impression of you're walking across like a really big, well-designed college campus. Just nice. They have lights that will light up at night along, protected sidewalks to ensure people can kind of see where they're going. Every so often you can see that there are small booths set up for security purposes, anybody lost or have questions or whatever have you. Every so often, of course, you'll see, a ship fly overhead that's just kind of keeping an eye in the place. You'll see people on the grassy greens in between sidewalks throwing baseballs around or footballs or just goofing off, or other people stretched out, reading books or whatever have you. So it's
Playing canasta.
It's idyllic. But you walk across and you get to the military compound. You've got your paperwork, and you also have the visitor pass indicating who it is that you are. You are allowed in. The military base, I mean, there's not much different to military bases, with the exception of their layout. Like all of them tend to be pretty drab. It's function over form for the most part. The buildings clearly look reinforced. They've got paint on the sides to direct people, where to go. Doesn't have to be, high tech. When you get okay, when you get into the barracks, or not the barracks obviously, but the gym and training area for everyone, there's already some people going at it, and they're dressed in uniform, or clearly for training purposes. So people kind of look at you odd when you come walking in, but you show your paperwork to somebody, and then some guy, he doesn't speak English, but he replies back in German and points a direction. Basically kind of giving you some directions of where you need to go.
Okay, good.
And it's to another side of the gym, and it looks like they have it sectioned off specific. Like most everything here looks like a gym would normally look for training purposes, or so nets can come down, people play basketball, whatever have you. But this is all, of course, indoor. But one section of it is actually cordoned off. And it takes up about a third of the back end, so it's given some space.
Okay.
And it is it has poles that kind of rise up out of the ground, and you see they kind of hum with a blue aura.
Ooh. He's not sure what they are, so he's just gonna kind of like scoot, try to like keep distance. He's not sure if they're like some sort of security, if they're like in the training room back at base, like some type of energy weapon. So he's noticing them, but he's trying to like steer clear of them.
That's where they pointed you to.
Oh, in here.
Yeah.
Oh. Ooh. Okay. Well, I guess then if that's where I'm supposed to be, he's gonna kind of like take a step inside and kind of like look around and say hello, and
Okay.
he'll slowly walk in, just keeping an eye on the different.
Yeah. So I mean, you walk in, you look around, you don't see anybody. You don't have to say hello. It's still part of the gym. You can still kind of
Yeah.
faintly see out. And then someone steps in, probably mid to late 40s.
Mm-hmm.
A woman, she comes walking in. She has, she is about 5'11". She's lean, silver blonde hair worn in a tight braid, pale eyes clouded by what look like blindness, yet faintly luminescent when it looks like she may be focusing. Her uniform is the charcoal gray uniform of the science police with black piping, and you see that she has some sort of special gloves, and of course she has I don't want to say bandana, but a crown-like object that sits on her head. And so she looks at you for a second, like clearly measuring you up, and she says, "Good afternoon. You are Red Arsenal, yes?"
Hello. Yes, I'm Red Arsenal.
I am Dr. Weissman of New Prussia Science Police Division Signet.
Nice to meet you, Dr. Weissman. I'm here for some training. I have some paperwork here if you'd like to see it. But basically, hopefully, you can help me control my psionic abilities better.
And she says, yes, I believe we could do something to assist, as menial as they may be.
I usually, recently I was in a fight with, and I usually use a psionic bow, but I was disarmed. So I need training in case I ever get disarmed again.
She says, I see you are too reliable on this bow.
Yes, I think so. So, that's why I need your help.
She says, very well. Let us see how well you clear your mind.
Okay.
Okay, roll
You
your
will-
psyche.
Roll psyche. Oh no.
Oh no.
Uh,
Oh no. I need to make that an audio sound.
roll.
Yeah, maybe you can find a clip of her doing it.
Yep. Oh, I know the clip
Oh.
out of her doing it.
Hey, green feet.
Okay. So you pause and you focus. And she says, let us begin with simple test.
Mm.
Mentally visualize you are clenching your stomach.
Okay.
Flex the abs, the pectorals, your whole chest. Specifically, like your stomach. But visualize it. Don't do it. Obviously, the stomach is not what we're focusing on. You want to visualize mentally that you are hardening your thoughts.
Okay. He will begin to do so.
Okay, roll it effectively feeble.
Feeble. What's feeble? FB, right?
FE, I think, too.
FE. Let's try it out. No.
Okay.
Wait, did I do it wrong?
Let's see. No, it is FB actually.
Oh,
Okay.
FB.
White feet.
Okay.
He
Over
fails.
99 white.
So yeah, I know. So you're like focusing and like immediately, it's almost as if somebody took a finger and jabbed it into your brain.
Ow.
But your skull was effectively jello. So like it offered like virtually no resistance. It's like they go "Bwit," and you're like, ah.
Yeah. So he's kind of like wincing in pain there.
So she she pulls back a second and then you just hear her go. Very well. Kid gloves.
Mm.
Try again.
All right.
This time at your psyche level.
Let's see. Oh, I rolled a 99.
Oh,
Nice.
I blessed you
Okay.
with that 99. I take credit for that.
Yeah.
So once
I take
again,
credit.
it's as if you feel those fingers being like poked right back into your head,
Mm.
and you hold up actually just fine. But if you could put a strength level to it, it's as if somebody is just touching your head gently. So while you are thrilled that this worked, you realize she basically just lightly tapped you on the shoulder.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And you're like, ugh. Well, I got that part at least.
Small victories, small victories.
And that's what basically the sessions become. It's she increases the difficulty from essentially a light tap or a light touch to slowly working back up to that. She is way beyond what you would expect for a psychic. I mean, aside from the fact that you knew mentally you had some strength, but being able to wield that strength is what was always the big problem. That's what the bow, really helped you with. So you, and in doing so, you think as you start getting the scope and the fact that she's a doctor, they may have actually put, now that you're thinking about it, they may have actually put in a request for the person who runs Cynet to do your training.
Oh wow.
Because when you're thinking about it, it didn't make sense just to have somebody this powerful trying to poke you. Like, wouldn't they have gotten somebody closer to your level, or maybe like a soldier or an officer or whatever have you? No, they pulled out all the stops.
Wow.
Big bada boom.
Yeah,
That's
big
awesome.
bada
Bada
boom.
boom.
Big bada boom. Yeah, that's awesome. But she said she was the what I miss. Oh, try. I don't. I guess can I try a power stunt?
You're gonna try and power stunt right now?
Yeah, I guess we can
What
give
are
it
you
a shot.
What are you trying to power stunt?
Okay. So, oh no. Let me see if I can find it real quick. If not,
Okay.
then let's see if I have it here. Ah, here it is. Okay, so when we were dimension hopping and I ran into um my doppelganger,
Mm-hmm.
he had some really cool abilities. Let me see if I can find it. Oh, where are you? Nope. No. I can't find it. Okay, nope, never mind. We'll have to do this another time. I'll have to get it. I'll have to get it later.
Okay. No problem.
Yeah. I'm sorry. That
No,
was a
you're
good
fine.
idea though. Yeah. I should have gotten with you, but I'll get with you on
No,
that. But
no worries.
yeah.
So that is what you were doing as of this point. So
Yep.
it's clearly it's giving you quite a bit of a headache, but
Okay.
at least she's giving you a prime, like a crash course in how you can try to strengthen your mind skills. Kind of like, okay, well, if it's physically, well, I'll pick up some weights, or I'll go running, or do some planks or something like that. Mentally, she's starting to give you some tips as to how you can work on strengthening your mind.
Okay.
It's very basic stuff, so it's not like you're going to be able to do this all the time on your own, but it's certainly
Right.
it's certainly better than where you were at.
Okay. That's cool. That works. As far as like what's her schedule look like? Because I'll just
Um,
because I'm
most
sure she's pretty busy, but if
yes.
she can make time for me whenever she can make time for me, I'm there.
Okay, well, it depends on how often you're going to be here, so you may want to talk to Hyperion about that in another discussion.
Okay. Yep,
So,
that makes sense.
but
Okay.
also find out like what it is you guys are doing. I'll be right back. I gotta use the bathroom. Go ahead and keep
Okay.
talking since you guys are going to be together.
All right. Hyperion to Red Arsenal.
Right there.
No, but seriously though, Red Arsenal would contact Hyperion,
Yeah.
and he would say, "Hey, Hyperion, I met with someone from Cynet. They're really good at teaching. I found a really good instructor. Um, they're kind of stuck here in New Prussia because they're really busy. So I'm not sure." Like how this is gonna work. Like, do I stay in New Prussia for a while or
With regard to getting this training, then
yeah.
I see. Well, have they given you any type of regimen to work on for now until you're ready for something more challenging?
Um Yeah, she's given me a couple of things to work on. I can always practice those while we're, you know, doing, you know, fighting bad guys or whatever. Um, but you know, if I'm gonna like advance, I should probably, you know,
Of course,
be here with
practice
her.
makes perfect,
Yeah.
and especially with an instructor who knows what they're doing. Well, as you mentioned just a moment ago, we're busy as well. Trying to schedule that could be a trick, but that's why
Mhm.
I was talking about uh, any regimen that you currently have. It might be the case where while we're doing what we do,
Mhm.
and in between those times, you work on mastering those particular exercises they've given you, or at least until they no longer seem like as much of a challenge. And if that gets you to another threshold of understanding with your psychic ability,
Mhm.
then we find a time for you to come back to Prussia or New Prussia and seek out their tutelage for a new regiment for you to follow.
Okay,
You would
that makes
essentially
sense.
have
Yeah.
psychic homework until you finish it and come back for new homework.
No. Okay. Yeah, I like it. I like it. Okay, that works.
Did they
Uh-oh.
teach you anything in particular, or was it
Just to how to harden your mind, which makes it's a good first lesson how to defend yourself against psychic attacks. So that's pretty much what I'm going to be working on. That's what we worked on today. So
excellent? Will you still need me to replace your weapon?
yes, yes, this is going to be in case I'm ever disarmed again. I can keep on fighting.
Excellent idea. All right. I will pause what I'm doing with the excavation and
Oh,
work
how's that
on.
going?
Well, we have all of the materials and equipment in place. I was
Okay.
beginning the process, but your rearmament is necessary. I can head back to New Prussia, use their materials to make you an updated version. That way you have that on hand, and then we can return and I can get to work with the excavation once again.
Mm, okay. We'll see you soon.
Excellent.
Nice. We did it. I have psychic homework.
That's what you always wanted.
Mm-hmm. Which reminds me, I gotta up my telekinesis.
Yeah, that's right. We got to roll for
Oh yeah, we gotta
karma
roll for
after
karma.
Birthday too.
session. Oh
Birthday.
yeah, nice. Yeah, that'll be great.
It's raining XP.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Hallelujah.
Right.
Meanwhile, Ixion is cursing in Salanthi.
Mm.
There he goes again.
Oh, it's so soothing. I love when he does that. It helps me sleep at night.
Okay, so where are we at?
Red
So,
Arsenal talked
yeah.
with Hyperion.
Yeah. Hyperion is going to pause his excavation stuff so that he can come back to New Prussia through
Mhm.
a conduit and use their facilities to make a new bow for Red Arsenal before we actually leave New Prussia.
Gotcha. Okay. So then you'll need to roll your hyper invention.
Right. Okay. And
What are you trying to make?
I'm making a new upgraded bow. I actually have a new acronym and everything
Ooh, let's write it down.
because it's going to be a part of other stuff he will eventually get once the forge is done. Shoot. Oh yeah, and for the role, I have talents here. Would the what's the talent? Would repair, tinkering, or mechanical engineering bump that up by a column?
Mechanical engineering.
Cool. Okay, that puts it to Shift X. Awesome. Green feet.
Wow.
Okay. So essentially, you have a bow that does the exact same thing.
Okay.
You can make it look fancier or different if you want.
Okay. And so I make it, and I'll presume that like Red Arsenal's there to accept it, and so he hands it
Yes.
over. It looks shinier, more like pristine because we're using I'm sure like materials that Uprussia is providing.
Mhm.
And there will be like one tiny thing that you notice. There's like a module in the handle, or it looks like there would be a module that would fit within it, but
Mhm.
that's kind of empty right now. And he explains that so you'll notice that this bow is very similar to the power that you had before, but for this one it is an update, which I now call the Ballistic Linear Accelerator and Synaptic Transduction Energy Resonator, or BLASTER for short. It effectively acts before like your rail psi bow that can separate into two different psi blades
Mhm.
because it focuses your mind blast attacks effectively. The section that you might notice that's empty will connect to a new system that I'll be creating for you that will have to do with targeting and giving you certain visual capabilities.
Whoa. Okay. Nice. Well, thank you. It's awesome.
Can you put that in the chat?
Yeah. Do that for you.
I got ballistic laser blaster.
Put it down.
Ballistic laser acronym. Eh.
There. Okay. Put it in the Facebook chat.
So is everybody together at this point?
Did Lightbringer plus Xenofreeze manage to fix that flub and make those antitoxins?
Should we roll for that?
Well, it depends. If Xenofreeze is going to do it, then it's his reason with biology. Otherwise, it's Lightbringer with her reason.
Lightbringer with what?
Lightbringer with her reason, unless you're going to big brain it.
What's
I'll
your
just.
what's your reason?
It's AM50.
With my biology, it puts me at 40. So would we get a bonus?
If you
we
combined,
got
yeah, if you combine, it's going to be an MN75. It's based off the highest of the two.
Which one of us rolls, Derek?
You.
yeah,
Oh.
you.
And we could add some karma to that too, just to make sure that it like really works.
Just to make sure it works.
Yeah. So if
we're
that's going to
looking
be
at
an MN75, let's
You
see here.
doubt my rolling ability?
We only got a green. You got it by
Never.
12 though.
I mean,
Past history says other things.
Need a 20 for a green if it's MN75.
Yeah, so we got it.
So
We got
plus
green,
20.
green.
Yeah, go for it.
Yellow.
Nice.
Ah.
Alright.
Lelo.
Okay. So that was what you needed to break the mental block. Just a powwow with somebody who sees things a little bit differently, and then finally you power through and get the rest of those serums done.
Cool.
That's what you're in the process of doing right now. Now that you got the formula and everything done, it's just a matter of putting it in the centrifuge, getting everything finalized and cooked up, and everything else that needs to go into it chemically and scientifically. Brittany,
Observations.
roll your psyche.
Okay. Yeah.
Roll your psycho.
Ooh.
Yellow.
Okay. I will explain what happened in a second. Everybody, please continue roleplay.
What was the doctor's name from Signet?
It's in the oh wait.
Is it in the chat?
No, I gave her. I
It
gave
is
the
not in the
rank.
chat.
That's right. Did I write that down?
Clara Weissman.
Yep,
There you go.
Dr. Clara Weissman.
That's the one that worked over Red Arsenal.
Mm.
Yes.
Yes.
Brain poke.
Man, when our team makes requests around here, they don't mess around.
For real.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Thank you, Princess of New Prussia.
I mean, Lightbringer is not super comfortable with it all. She had a conversation with
Deep down, she is.
she had a conversation with Sagan about feeling a little
We
overwhelmed.
need to insist that while she's in New Prussia, she has side buns.
Yeah.
Or does
Wait,
that just scare?
does that make Jurgen Darth Vader though?
Uh-oh.
Hey, you know what? He's already came past his redemption.
Oh,
but he's still alive.
He lived.
Well,
Yeah.
wait, but
Mhm.
but Jurgen's your grandfather, right?
Uh-oh.
Oh yeah. No, true. Electrum is Darth Vader.
Yeah, which
Mhm.
tracks.
I love it. Which tracks?
Yeah.
Which one
Causes-
of you is Luke Skywalker though?
Johnny Bravo, Johnny Quantum.
Yeah.
one you kissed.
Fair enough.
Yeah. I am Luke Skywalker.
Actually, yeah,
Force me with
that
you.
that does kind of work because Electrum did build Hyperion.
Oh,
There you go.
I guess I'd be so. Would I be the closest thing? I mean, I'm not furry, but in my native language, I'm like, I'd be like, instead of,
Instead of chewy, you're gummy.
Yeah. Yes. We need to find a Han.
Isn't that Pulsar?
I feel like you would be Hondo.
But
'Cause-
aren't you like a pilot and stuff? Like,
Let's go ahead and get back in character.
oh,
Okay.
All right.
So
Okay.
just
sure.
Wait.
you guys clearly have other things to
till the
discuss.
after game report.
There you go.
People in the chat, which Star Wars character do you think the cast is?
Give
So,
a reroll to your favorite Star Wars cast member.
Right. Nice. So Hyperion will
What's
be
shown in?
Smart.
Justin.
Just
Dig
with
it.
this.
So, okay, so Hyperion will go ahead and be like
Mhm.
Lightbringer and Xenofreeze. Have you made progress on the antitoxins?
Yeah, we've come up with the formula, and it's currently fabricating.
Fantastic. Once that's complete, make sure that there's enough for at least one dose in each auto injector so that each one of you receives one.
Okay.
Once that's complete, then we should all meet so that we can actually prepare and head back. And before we leave, I need to make one more stop and talk to Caliph. I've decided I'm going to accept his gift of knowledge, even if that does change my connection with the Ixis.
Okay. Dang it. Trying to get rid of hiccups.
Right.
Okay, anybody do anything else?
Somebody to scare you.
Boo.
Hmm?
Anybody do anything else? Anyone?
Going once,
let's see
going
here.
twice.
Yeah.
Did I find any fan letters to our team as a whole,
I'll tell you
or
what.
other members of the team?
Why don't you roll that at an EX20?
I think if Pulsar's not in any, if there's no real need for him, I think he's just off on his own, just thinking.
Okay.
Green.
Okay. Everyone actually got at least one letter.
Oh,
I will bring those with me
Okay.
and hand them out.
Huh.
So it's really just Hyperion, Red Arsenal, and Xenofreeze right now. So you'll have to hold on to the others.
Do they have like cute crayon drawings and stuff?
Yes.
Those are the best ones.
oh.
You know, and
Okay,
like
put
with
this up on your wall.
and like with Red Arsenal, his R is reversed in crayon.
Oh,
You know.
Nice.
this is why we do what we do
For
Yeah.
the
For
fan
these-
mail.
for these kids.
Yeah, so then we'll gather yes. I guess everyone's going to gather, and Hyperion's going to find Caliph so he can accept that knowledge that he has, if he's still in the area.
He is. He's actually still at the chamber right now. No, they're even though they've got the harness, they're not willing to let him just wander around anywhere.
Okay.
Given the reports that have been provided to everybody or provided to them. So he rises as he sees that you approach.
Hello, Caliph. How have you been this past day or so?
I have been fine.
Excellent. Have you had any difficulty with the psionic harness, or has it fit your needs so far?
It seems to be sufficient. I am detecting a lowering of tensions around me.
Good. That's an excellent sign. I'm glad it works for you. And speaking of which, I have thought about your offer, and I'm willing to accept the knowledge that you said that you could grant me.
Do you understand that this is not reversible?
I do. You mentioned that this would permanently sever any connection I have with the Ixis Collective. Is that correct?
That is correct.
I have more than one reason do just that I ironically can't state. But beyond that, I think the information you have would be quite valuable to us in the future, what with all of the dangers that we face from day to day. I understand it's irreversible, and I accept it. What do we need to do?
So you end up seeing one of his tentacles on his mouth
Mhm.
shoot right between your eyes,
Okay.
and it easily passes through like your armor plating and whatnot. And in that instance, all you really see are pale white and gold lighting, almost as if almost as if your mind is translating it into gold coins falling, but like faint, like you can't like quite visualize it, but also digital coding very similar to the Matrix, but all in gold. So like it all kind of overlays, and for some reason your mind is translating like at this, probably so it can keep up with whatever the heck Kalitz is doing.
Okay.
In a moment, you see you see certain visions of the galaxy abroad, probably as he's seen it. He, passing through crowds, on a planet somewhere, much like you would pass by crowds in like a mall setting, like when they were popular.
Okay.
So shops, lights, everywhere, very cyberpunk in a way. But obviously, aliens are present. Very, very, very few humans that you can tell. But you do pick up occasionally that you see that there are what appear to be humans, but not human. The Ogren. Every so often you'll see Ogren, like a sales booth that happens to, have certain ones for sale, among other races as well.
Okay.
You see another time it passes by and you see that he's passing through like the Gaxian galaxies and stopping on planets where most of them look like velociraptors of some kind, humanoid velociraptors, passing through other sections. And then at one point, he's standing, even though the alarms are going off, he's actually standing in the Proxima Centauri satellite station and looking around. Then he obviously there are other flashes that take place, and then there's a snapping sound, only audible to you, and then suddenly it feels as if you are your computer no longer tied to the internet.
Okay.
And then the tendril comes back.
So he's like,
oh, sorry. And the final vision that you saw, I actually need to send that to you directly. Hold on a second.
okay.
La 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 la. Connect the dots. La 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 la. There we go. There you are.
Oh no!
Oh no, what?
George! Where'd he go? He's back!
Did he? Oh, I see. Yeah, George is having some bad internet issues, but he never disappeared for me.
I think he disappeared very briefly, but I see him now.
Yeah, it's jumping from like 1 megabit to like 400 kilobits. Is yeah.
So that's what you end up seeing,
Okay.
and he steps back.
So then he like touches his forehead. Is there any like mark where he had the tendril before?
It'll need some buffing out.
Okay. Like, oh,
He
interesting.
slimed me.
You transferred then memories of where you've been throughout the galaxy.
Correct.
Interesting. And as Hyperion is like trying to parse through this information, like it does it seem like just then a ton of memories that he has as far as like places that he's been and all of that, or is
Mhm.
there something extra to this
It
this information?
it once you're parsing through it, two things stand out.
Okay.
One is you've effectively been given star charts that are up to date as of several months old, from his travels. And then when you finally figure out like dating, like when it's all kind of coming together, he was on the station after it had apparently been destroyed.
Okay. So then he says, "You were on the Proxima Centauri station. Is it still intact?"
Correct.
Fantastic. We had thought it had been actually attacked by the Duridians during their attack on Earth. We were using it as a means of disrupting their communications, making things easier for us. That must not have happened. Perhaps they weren't able to find it after all.
You were led to believe this.
Huh. What do you know about that instance? Do you know what happened to that envoy that was sent to the base?
You were led to believe that it had been destroyed because the Ixis wished it so.
I see. How much do you know of the Ixis and their goals?
Their goals align with the corrupt in their own way.
Interesting. Is that to say that they would want to see other biological life forms throughout the galaxy be destroyed?
Conformed, I believe, is a more accurate assessment.
Because they would all be
The
same.
chaos of the galaxy removed.
Do you think that the Ixis have something to do with trying to spread this plague, or is it simply coincidentally aligned with their goals?
It it is not tied insofar as I can see.
Interesting. That's good to know. If they were isolationist, they would simply be biding their time until all had been converted into the corrupt. Well then, it seems that you've been in many different places. I feel as though I have just a few month old star chart in my memory.
You do.
Excellent. Well, that will be extremely valuable. Thank you, Caleb. And it does feel as though I'm separate now from whatever connection there was to the Ixis.
Go ahead and
Which-
roll me a psyche check real quick.
Okay. White feet.
Okay, well, you know where to go from here.
Yeah. So, okay. So with that, would a holographic like visualization of that appear around him as well, or is that
Yeah,
okay?
kind of forming the visual. Yeah.
Okay. So, how many of you guys would have been there watching Hyperion like talk to Caleb? Would all of you be there at this point?
I thought you
Um,
went privately.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Okay.
You went to him,
Okay.
and so we're like
Yeah.
over here.
I think
All right.
Pulsar would have gone if you had asked for him to be there, but I think other than that, he's kind of just off on. He's in his own little world.
So then you would go to find them specifically then.
Okay. All right. So then I guess in front of Caliph, then he generates an image of Johnny Quantum around himself 3-dimensionally and goes, "Whoa, that's funky. All right, whoa, why are you an octopus person? What the heck's going on?"
And so he just says, "Interesting."
Whoa, octopus is talking to me. Get out of my head, octopus man. I'm very physical. Ding, ding, ding. That didn't sound right. All right, you. I don't know how you're talking through those face thingies, but you gotta explain right now what's going on here.
I believe you are having an out-of-body experience with the transfer of data.
Well, that was a lot of sciencey mumbo jumbo I don't understand. I think I gotta talk to somebody that has like lips and a mouth and stuff. This is weirding me out. You you enjoy whatever you're doing there, pal. He turns around and starts just kind of marching out the door and looking for anybody that is human looking.
We'll say the rest of them are outside the door. They gave you your privacy when you went in.
Okay.
So, with the exception of Pulsar, who's in the United States.
All right. So then you see just marching out and like he dramatically like bursts open the double doors and goes, "Ha! No more octopus people!" And you see instead of Hyperion there, it looks like Johnny Quantum, the whole getup, 3-dimensional, like but with Hyperion's like proportions. And he's looking at all of you.
Johnny Quantum in 3D. Wow.
What? What just happened in there?
There's an octopus man in there, and he gets in your mind. Or at least his tentacle things quiver. Wait a second. I remember you. Oh, back, devil woman. I don't want to be digitized again. And he like kind of moves up against the wall.
Well, you have some memories, but what happened to the ones you had 5 minutes ago? If it is you, I don't know how it could not be you. I'm gonna go and poke my head into the room
Okay.
just to see if anything weird
Nef-
isn't.
Nefarious.
No, he's just standing there. But you poke your head in, he turns and looks at you. One tentacle raises.
Mr. Calith, what just happened?
So he says, he asked for the gift. I provided the information to him mentally. It seems that his mind is not ready for it.
And so he split his mind
I couldn't
into
say.
another personality?
I could not say.
Why are you talking to Octopus Man? That guy's creepy and weird.
Is it
Not like
possible
friends, are you?
that-
Ew. You're not dating that guy, are you?
Is it
I'm sorry?
possible that
Hmm?
he created
going
a
on?
link to that
Oh.
other dimension?
Other dimension? Wait a minute. Where am I? Why are you here? What is this? Why don't I feel like I'm connected to that network thingy anymore?
Jerome, I'm gonna go looking for a guard.
Okay.
I'm gonna ask the guard if they have video footage inside the cell.
Okay. So keep in mind, at this point, you're hit with that vision.
Oh, like right now?
Yeah.
You're what?
Okay, then I'm going to, as I'm talking to the guard, I'm gonna like grab his shoulder and kind of like swoon and like hold my head and like probably gasp.
With that, Hyperion is going to like fly over and then like grab you as if you were falling, like swooning. Goes, "I got you, lady," and he does one of these things like completely unnecessarily. You know, he got you on the side. It's all right. Don't worry, Johnny's got you, and he like starts petting your hair.
Oh gosh.
It's all right.
The rabbits are so
Johnny's got you.
soft,
Johnny's
George.
got you. Shh, shh, shh.
Wait, what was that?
Well,
Um,
I guess we got to go look for Hyperion again.
Did we not get the apple care on him this time?
Okay, I'm gonna like jump out of his arms and just kind of like step away, kind of like with like don't touch me body language, and
Yeah.
and I'm gonna look at the others and say we need to talk. But I think first we need to figure out what happened with Hyperion.
What's a Hyperion? That's a weird name.
Did everybody see Lightbringer kind of like almost fall? Or...
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it was hard not to because Johnny Quantum caught her.
Okay.
And he's like, yeah. Don't worry, pretty mama. I've got you.
Are you okay, Lightbringer? What's going on? What happened?
I think I just had a vision.
It was that octopus guy, wasn't it?
No,
I knew it.
I don't.
Where's my ray gun? Do I get a
I
ray gun
don't-
here?
Okay, Johnny?
Not right now, Johnny. Not right.
hold please.
Oh.
Hold please.
All right.
I'm gonna look at the guard again and ask about video footage.
Okay. Yeah, he. I mean, he's thoroughly confused, but they can provide it.
I'll ask him to go bring it or take us to where we can see it.
Right this way, ma'am. Walks with you back over to the security area to this wing.
Okay.
Walking to the doors.
And
What now?
I'll like gesture for the rest of you to follow.
Mm.
Am I still on hold?
Yes, but please come.
Oh, all right. Saunters over.
So he
Yeah.
shows you the security feed, eventually, and just you end up seeing that one tentacle, from his face ends up hitting him like right between the eyes. He pauses for a second and he has some lucid conversation with him for a little bit before just suddenly like losing it.
What in the world? That guy put a tentacle in my brain? Or Robot Man's brain?
Shh.
Wait a minute. Am I Robot Man?
Yes.
Whoa. I'm a robot man.
Johnny. You remember me, right?
Oh, how could I forget? I mean,
Do you remember what I told you when we met? That I was looking for someone.
right. Yeah, that's right. I remember. Give him the cold shoulder like the rest of them. That's fine. I understand. you going on with your falutin with Octopus Man. He puts tentacles in your brain, I just saw it.
You know what? There are a lot of different kinds of people in this universe, and he is a one of the more unusual kinds. It's okay.
Oh,
He's friendly.
that was friendly? Whoa.
It's complicated.
You're telling me. I'm the Robot Man. I'm
Yes.
a Robot Man.
Okay, when we left your dimension, we brought your mind with us to merge with our brother Hyperion.
Huh.
And I don't know what's just happened, but it looks like you are resurfacing.
Oh. That's right. I was a part of that network, and then it went black. And then I'm here.
Do you feel like you're alone in your mind?
Alone in my... Let me check.
Is there
Hello, mind.
is there anyone
Nobody
else?
else in there.
As he's thinking, you can see visuals showing up like right by his head.
Mm.
Like mentally he's walking through a door, then like he's checking under like bookshelves and couches and whatnot.
Not there. Nope. One moment. No. It was over in this part of my head. Hello?
At one
I think it's
point,
only me up there so far.
at one point, you see him like, by a canyon as he's like saying hello, and he's like looking around.
It starts echoing.
This is like a really big mind. I'm the only one here, though. I think.
Okay. Again. Okay. All right. We'll put a pin in that for now. Yeah. Thoughts?
Turn it off and turn it back on again.
Don't turn me off again.
Where's his off? Where's his off button?
I'm not liking this off button talk.
I have no idea.
Get your button pressing fingers away from me. How about this? Little lady here had a fainting spell. You're welcome, by the way. Ding. But for that, what was that? You need like an aspirin or something?
Okay, if we have no more business with the cask,
Gesundheit.
let's right. Let's go back to the bunk, and I
Whoa.
will explain what I saw.
Okay. This has to be like a stress reaction or something.
You mean him?
Mm-hmm.
Whoa,
I hope it's
robots get
temporary.
stressed out? That's rough.
Living ones do. I'd imagine unliving ones also, but anyway.
Okay, so I will take them back to the barracks where they're staying.
Sure. Okay. Dale, roll a psyche check again.
Okay. Green feet.
Oh,
Okay.
thank goodness.
So at that point you end up seeing him go like, and then he falls down to the ground.
Somebody press his off button.
Not me.
Eventually you come up. You got a splitting headache, but you come back up.
And the Johnny Quantumness fades away, and he just looks like his android self again. He's like, "What just happened?"
Hyperion?
Yes.
You manifested as
Oh, thank God.
Johnny Quantum.
As Johnny Quantum.
Yeah,
That was the
your alternate.
character you ran into while you were trying to find me.
In the flesh, as it were.
Did he do anything or say
You
anything?
he mostly just he said an awful lot. Mostly he just freaked out. I wonder if it was your mind protecting itself from something.
I'm
Maybe
not exactly sure.
processing. I don't know. It looks like you had an intense experience with Kalith. Do you remember anything that you spoke to him about?
Yes, he transferred his memories directly into my mind. I now understand better about the current goings on throughout the galaxy and effectively have an up-to-date star chart if we need to travel. I have been disconnected from the Ixis Collective in order for that to take place. It was a lot of information that I was trying to parse all at once. That may have triggered something.
Do you need to download off some of that information? Perhaps the star charts are too much memory for you.
It may have
You
been a
can
lot all
download
at
it.
once.
You can always download it into the ship. That is where we would utilize the star charts, and they could be updated for what is currently there, because my ship does have much older coordinates. The updated ones would be advantageous.
I'll do that as soon as possible. I feel all right with the information in my mind now. It may have simply been so much at once that it triggered something. I didn't expect that absorbing that processor would have kept him intact, but apparently it has. I apologize if I gave a scare.
It wasn't so much a scare as a Well, no. Yeah, it was a scare. Yeah. Yeah. Actually, thinking
Well-
about it now. Yeah.
Well, you're back. It was clearly temporary.
How temporary? How long did that last?
20 minutes.
Mm-hmm. You had your meeting with Kalith, then you blacked out, turned into Johnny Quantum, and now you're back.
Well, hopefully he wasn't a nuisance or aggressive. Was he okay?
He was
He was Johnny Quantum, yeah.
as expected.
Mm-hmm.
He's
Right.
quite an eccentric being.
Ah. Well, I
A
apologize.
bit over the top, if you will.
In the meantime, I had some kind of a vision, and I think you will want to see it. I didn't want to share anything while we were in mixed company. So I'm going to make essentially like show them via illusion,
Okay.
including sound,
Ooh.
what I experienced. And
Now
so
in
I'm going to
Dolby.
just read it to you. In the dim core of a high-tech prison buried beneath a sprawling, city-spanning world of chrome spires and endless neon, a place that might once have been Dexamite, Electrum hung in suspension, chained in radiant restraints that pulsed with quiet blue light. The air shimmered faintly with the hum of containment fields, and beyond the transparent wall of his cell stretched the vertical expanse of a megacity, its lights like cold stars beneath the planet's night haze. Somewhere far above, unseen ships drifted between the upper towers, their engines echoing like distant thunder. The technology around him was unmistakably Dexamite in origin, ancient, refined, and modified, though the sigils etched into the walls bore the crude overmarks of a hidden remnant force. Silent figures moved in the periphery, their features obscured beneath mirrored helms, watching the once shining hero with the reverence and wariness reserved for a fallen god, as if they feared both what he had been and what he might become again.
And you just received this vision.
Just outside the cell.
Wow.
Does any of it seem familiar to you?
Does it, Jerome? Especially based on the data download he just
Yep.
got?
Nope. Mm-mm.
No. Like, it doesn't mesh with anything that I received from Kalith. But all of that, what you just described, as you mentioned, it sounds like the technology is Dexamite. The question is,
Where?
where would that be? The individuals you saw, you weren't able to get a more detailed description of what they looked like, their dimensions, anything.
I'm guessing they're humanoid size build.
They
Like,
they look kind of like human.
so Dexamites are they larger than general humans?
Their average height is a little bit bigger, yeah. But
So did
otherwise,
they
it's,
seem
otherwise it
Could
looks like
these
the planet of basketball players.
do these
Space Jam?
figures match that description?
Yeah, did they seem a little bit bigger than
Mhm.
Average human. Okay.
It
So
seems I wonder if there may be a pocket of Dexamite population that is still alive. And for some reason, they have captured our father.
But why?
The last thing we knew about Electrum was that he was in search for where the plague meteors and the plague itself came from. But we didn't have an exact idea of how he was going about doing that. He just traveled out into outer space. It appears that he was stopped and captured by Dexamites and their technology, which is what it would require to stop someone of his level of power. But if that's accurate and current, that would mean that if those are Dexamites, like what Xenofreeze mentioned, they have an isolated location where they still exist. Perhaps their last remnants somewhere in the galaxy or elsewhere.
I've always thought it was curious that he has been regarded in the universe as the last Dexamite, especially considering he was born on Earth, as far as we know. But I've always wondered what the actual Dexamites might have thought about that. I wonder if his genetics are diluted compared with natural Dexamites. Maybe they found out and took issue with what he's been doing. I don't know.
It's possible. Unfortunately, right now, anything that we'd say would be mere speculation. Unless you're able to remember anything more, any details about what you saw. Beyond that, we simply have to keep that in mind until you perhaps have another vision that allows you to glean more info.
I'll let it kind of percolate and see if anything else comes out of it.
And in the vision, was Electrum like beat up, like, or was he
Yeah,
just suspended?
Jerome, what was he wearing?
Rags.
Was he injured?
It didn't look like it.
Okay.
Mm.
Did the rags look like did his clothing look like it had been um like damaged like on purpose, or just like natural wear and tear, like aged?
It's hard to tell. You had a lot of information all at once. So
Okay.
Mm.
Red shirt and
Lightbringer,
khaki pants.
Lightbringer, are your visions typically that you've seen before? Haven't they have they been of different time frames, or have they been all current, or past, or future, or an assortment?
uh I think they've all been future, as far as I can recall.
How far in the future from the previous ones? Days, months, hours, years?
Months, mostly months. Um, Out of character, the power is uh, precognition.
Mm.
And Hyperion would say, well, compared to when you first sensed a future event, that was when Tyrix the Tyrant was planning on attacking us, and as you mentioned, that was months ahead of time. Do you remember seeing anything in the future beyond that?
No, I don't. I don't think I ever had a vision of what might happen after that.
Then that would mean that either what you detected is likely what's happening now, or what could happen in the relatively near future within the next year, if what you're sensing is accurate. Did it feel as real or potent as past visions of the future have for you?
They always feel real.
Well, then, given our experience with your precognition, we should assume that this is real. At least something extremely close to it. Electrum is or will be incarcerated somewhere in the galaxy, possibly by other Dexamites that we weren't aware of. The question is how to even find that, if that's even possible for us right now.
I wonder if we showed some of this scenery to Collapsing Star, would he recognize the architecture or the uh, uniforms?
What about Kaleth? He is well
He's
traveled.
well traveled, yeah.
He's right
That's
here.
another, right?
Yes.
Let's ask him now. And he turns and goes ahead and walks back into Kaleth's chamber. And he says, Kaleth, first, I apologize for what happened just recently. I haven't run into that issue before, but my mind is right now. Beyond that, my compatriot here, Lightbringer, has precognitive ability and just had a vision. If she described it to you, would you be willing to let us know if you've ever seen a location like it in your travels?
I would be happy to observe.
He turns to Lightbringer.
I'll make it an illusion of
Sight
the
and
place.
sound.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so I mean, he looks at it and indicates that based on what she's generated, that looks like a city that the Dexamites might have had, but he knows of no city that looks like that.
If we
Kaleth's-
still had the base, the base probably would have had like a map of all the Dexamite territories.
That
We-
is an excellent point, Red Arsenal. According to Kaleth, that base is intact. It wasn't destroyed.
We have the base. We have the base. We should go.
Do you not still have a tunnel to there?
I haven't gotten rid of the conduit. So, if we get to a safer area, we could make sure that it's stable and still in the right location. But before we do that, is there anything else we need to accomplish before we continue with our other missions? Also, and is Pulsar even here at this point, or is he still off flying around or doing other things?
He's at home washing his tights,
Oh,
deep in thought about mommy and daddy.
Okay.
He's shopping for mahjong tiles.
Oh, that too.
oh yeah,
Probably.
Yeah.
Crazy thing is that his costume isn't even tights. He's just washing his tights, the ones he has for at home.
Tights.
Runs around the forest looking for fights.
Fights.
All right. So Hyperion goes, Hyperion to Pulsar. If you're not busy and available, please return to, and he gives like the site where they're at in New Prussia, so that we can travel to our space base It appears to still be intact. Are you available?
Yeah, I'm available. I thought it was destroyed in the Tyrax attack.
I've learned from our alien friend that that was a ruse. We were led to believe it was gone, but it actually still exists. We're going to attempt to reform the conduit that's there that I had saved before, because there's information that we just learned from a precognitive vision that our sister had. If you'll return here, we'll explain on the way.
Okay, I guess we should be ready for a fight then. If you think the base is taken over by somebody else.
It's unlikely, but we should at least be ready. Once we go there, if Universe is still operational, then it should recognize us and help us with whatever we need.
All right, I'm on my way.
Excellent.
Um,
Yeah, go.
can I go tell Jurgen that we're going into space again? He likes to be notified of these kind of things. I should probably also tell Sledge.
And I have to tell Dr. Weissman.
I should tell my parent. Oh,
That escalated quickly.
Aw.
Shelly, it's a trap.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Said just like Sheldon's attempt to
And your sister.
impersonate Admiral Akbar.
Uh-huh.
It's a trap.
oh
Trap.
is that the Star Wars character that shown is?
Mhm.
Presumably, our sister would be joining us.
Right, yeah. Anyone who's available, including Heat Phantom, but you know.
Yeah.
So yeah. So then when Pulsar gets here and we all gather, then Hyperion will take us to like kind of an empty-ish room and open back up the saved conduit to the starbase.
Okay.
Hold on. Are we sure that the base is going to have atmosphere and oxygen for everybody to breathe in?
We'll determine that the moment that it opens. If there is any type of decompression, then I can close it again, and we can reform.
Seems pretty good to me.
Okay. I'll.
Is there air? You don't
You
know.
know.
I'll just hold my breath. We'll be fine.
Yeah. Well, no, you want to expel all your breath when you're in the vacuum.
Oh, that's right. Okay.
Yeah. I'm gonna put on my suit just to.
Yeah.
Out of character. Neener, neener, neener. I don't have to breathe. Oh, sorry.
No, that's
Fine, non-breather. Jeez. So once we're all like ready and geared for whatever, then he'll go ahead and open that portal and see if it still leads to the same place.
Okay. So question before you step through. What was the goal you were attempting to do coming through here? Just looking at the database?
Like first make sure that it's like that it exists. Go there, make sure Universe is there, and then ultimately use its database to see if there's like a Dexamite location that matches the vision.
Okay. Phew.
Okay.
So you step through. Obviously, there's no like rush of the vacuum of space and sucking everyone and everything in the room into space.
All right. Okay. Step in
That's a
and
positive.
you can say, Universe, are you still active?
So you see some lights start kicking back on.
Beep, boop, beep.
Affirmative.
Excellent. And he turns around and he waves for the rest to come through the portal if they haven't already.
Walk on through.
Once everyone's in, he goes ahead and closes that conduit so he doesn't have to focus on that. And he goes, "Excellent. Universe, we were afraid that Duridians had come to try to destroy you, but it appears none of that ever happened."
Correct.
Did any Duridians make their way to you, or did that not happen at all?
I did detect Duridian vessels within the system.
I take it they were never able to actually find the base then.
Outside forces prevented their capabilities of destructing my form.
Outside forces. Elaborate.
Yes. What were these outside forces then? Can you identify who it was that helped you?
Negative. That information is not currently available.
Interesting. Well, we do have other tasks for you, informative tasks. We have reason to believe that one known as Electrum is being held or will be held somewhere that resembles a possible Dexamite city. How much information regarding the infrastructure of the Dexamite Empire do you still have available in your database?
Little of that information remains.
Well, then we'll tap what little you have to see if anything matches. If a holographic projection is made, would you be able to study it and see if it matches any Dexamite locations that you currently have still in your memory?
Of course.
He turns to Lightbringer, if you would.
I'll go ahead and can he see the vision? Does he have that kind of perception?
You mean see the illusion
Right.
that you're
Whatever.
generating? Yeah.
Yes. Okay.
Mhm.
All right. Then I'll go ahead and do that again.
Okay, so you generate this vision that you had in your mind, putting as much detail into it and from what you recall, as well as the audio to it. And Universe comes back and indicates, I'm unable to match this to any known planet that the Dexamite Empire may have had.
Do you recognize the people in the mirrored helmets? Like what group that might be?
They are reminiscent of the Genealogia Militarium.
Do they look different? Updated? Ancient? What does it uh coincide with your understanding of their timeline?
I lack parameters to make that assessment. They appear to have facets of the Genealogia Militarium uniforms.
Is that the Dexamite military, I'm assuming?
It is.
Can you map the stars visible in the vision in the sky?
Negative, there are not enough to track.
So somewhere out there, there's a Dexamite remnant. Just in a city in space. Wow.
could have Universe attempt to locate this position. That would, of course, take time, but it's unlikely it would be on any world that's currently occupied by the other sentient races in the galaxy.
Hmm.
It
That's
does
what I
limit
was
it,
thinking.
but not to an extreme degree, what with the sheer number of stars and planets in the Milky Way. He would have to detect its technology. Universe, do you still have information related to what different types of tachyonic codes and frequencies the Genealogia Militarum would have used?
Affirmative. Those are still in my database.
If we set you to attempt to do a broad scan to see if any of those types of transmissions are being sent, to see if you can intercept them, how long would it take you to run that scan and analyze?
It would take me roughly 1 Earth week.
He turns to the team and says, "So far, I believe that would be the main way of trying to detect them. We detect their technology, and if they are sending any type of signals, especially if there happens to be more than one of these locations, they would need to communicate with each other. We might be able to intercept that. Does anyone have any other ideas as far as how to track them?"
Jerome, can I, looking at the vision, can I ask Compass? Compass, do you know anything about this group or this location?
Compass fails to respond.
Oh no.
Oh no! Oh no!
It keeps happening.
Well, that's certainly better than what I was thinking. I was thinking like process of elimination. We have the Dexamite. I'm sure Universe has the map of the Dexamite Empire, and we just overlay it over the spaces that are now occupied by new beings, and the space that's left is a probable location of where they might be. But tracking their technology is a lot better.
Although that does, well, that may also work. Universe, how much information do you have about previous Dexamite settlements? To Red Arsenal's point, would you be able to overlay that on current territories throughout the galaxy to see if there's any that have not been occupied by other races?
Negative. Unfortunately, the only ones I have information on are the few that were on Sol.
Understood. It was a good idea.
Mm.
Universe, as a side note, has there been any transmissions that you have been able to pick up in the time that we have last spoken of
What?
Solanthe origin?
Negative.
Noted.
Well, all right then. With that, then Universe, yes, proceed with trying to scan for those Dexamite signals if you could. If you find any, please log it in the information that you can decode. We will return here often, but that also means I need to finish a tachyonic transmitter at our base so we can more easily coordinate with you.
It's good to know that you're still operational.
Thank you.
Sorry we didn't call.
He then turns to the others and goes, "This could also serve, if we so chose, as an excellent station for any future outer space defense force that we were trying to establish. This could act as the base for that organization, given its capabilities, universe itself, the fact that it's hidden, extremely well hidden, and away from Earth, yet capable of monitoring Earth and still in real time, and its ability to detect possible threats that would approach the Sol system. This actually could be ideal.
We'd have to figure out a better way to get people here and back, though.
True.
They can't always depend on you or
Jerome,
Joan or
was the
Ixion's ship.
wasn't this almost to the outer reaches towards Infernus on our galaxy map?
What's that?
Wasn't it the space station?
The
No, we're
space station
close.
Proxima Centauri.
Yeah, it's within the Sol system, which has
Yeah, it's
Sol
still-
and
mhm.
Proxima Centauri.
Yep.
It's like 4.2 light years away from Earth. It's the closest star to our star.
It's not on the map though. Okay.
That is correct.
Okay.
There's a reason for that, because it's a part of the Earth sector.
Yeah.
Okay. So it's still in that kind of void area where Earth is. It's a little zone, and then it's one of the closer stars in the close proximity.
Yep.
No, the Sol sector encompasses all of Earth and Proxima Centauri.
Yeah. All right. Well, universe, begin that scan. In the meantime, we'll need to set up ways to reach you easier. And then he turns to Lightbringer, and to your point, you are right as far as them getting here easier, which would mean that we would have to develop just a separate portal system that's separate from myself, one that leads here, and then the other portal would be wherever we want that to be. It would be a physical structure that would have its own energy system so that it could be a gateway that they could open at any time. But of course, that
What
would
if-
mean they'd have to have a base on Earth.
Right. What about the moon base? Or are you thinking something a little more secure?
It would be easier to secure it on Earth, especially if we are going to have that tied with a new division in Quantum Unlimited. My thoughts on that are that with Quantum Unlimited, we would be attempting to mine minerals from space rocks, which would be very lucrative. In so doing, we would have a defense force for those ships going into space, what with the threats that we know exist in space. That would be the cover for that space force. They would be a legitimate superpower defense force for the mining operation. But of course,
And his name is John C.
Whether that's within the Quantum Unlimited building itself or a different location.
Universe, was there a method of travel that the Dexamites used similar to what would be somewhat resembling a teleportation device from station to station?
Negative. The Dexamites did not utilize quantum technology in that fashion.
They simply travel via ships.
Correct. Their ships with
How-
faster than light technology made most of that irrelevant.
How long did it take a Dexamite ship to reach Earth from this location?
From the furthest reaches of the Dexamite, Empire, to reach this particular location would take a day.
Do you have blueprints for
Or
such
the
a ship?
capability to manufacture if we were to provide the
Negative.
materials?
That information was not something appropriately deemed, or was not appropriately stored in this particular location. This was a science facility, not a manufacturing facility.
Well, Hyperion, maybe you and I can put our heads together and figure out some sort of solution. Extrapolate your
Might I suggest reaching out to the Tavaxians
for ship technology.
for their space travel technology? Their ships, while they do have faster than light technology, also utilize what you would refer to as a highway system that interconnects the systems of their kingdom or their empire.
Well, we were going to work with their ships.
Hmm.
I think they said it would take about a week to get them to Earth.
Right. With that, I could actually tour one of those ships, reverse engineer the technology that they use, correlate that with the technology from Xenoverse's ship I've already studied, and see if that can even be improved upon, perhaps reaching or exceeding Dexamite levels of performance.
I like that idea.
Hmm.
But in the meantime, it's good to know that we had technology that actually superseded theirs when it came to transportation, being able to instantly move from one place to another as long as that's arranged properly. It's actually very good to know in
Feels
case
a
we
bit
need to use that elsewhere.
validating, huh?
It does. We definitely know what we're doing. All right. Excellent. Well, universe, continue with that scan. Again, log anything you find. I'll be generating a way for us to stay in more constant communication from Earth. In the meantime, folks, is there anything else we need here or universe before heading back?
Universe, with the plague that decimated the Dexamite Empire, do you have information on treating that?
I have only preliminary notes that were left by the previous occupants of the station.
Hyperion, should you have that information downloaded? Do you not? That we created?
Anything that we were able to get from before, yes. I remember that Lightbringer was also looking into what was here in the station before as well. It
I
would
wonder
seem
if
like at
you
the
were
time it
to-
was all gleaned, but what did you have in mind?
I wonder if you were to interface with Universe and download that information, that between the two of your databases, you would be able to extrapolate even possibly advanced treatment and or inoculations to prevent it.
Excellent idea. Universe, gather that information in a data packet so that I can transfer it via data cable. And he starts walking over to one of the Dexamite data cables that is around. And he plugs it in and downloads anything Universe has regarding that plague.
Okay. So you are giving your information to Universe, then, is what you're saying? Or is it the
I
other way
guess
around?
kind of both. If I have anything that Universe doesn't have, and if he doesn't have anything, we'll synchronize our databases more
Okay.
or less on that
Sure.
type of data.
Because we did come up with an Earth version inoculation, so
Mm-hmm.
we might as well share that.
Yeah, there you go.
And it was based on fishies,
Right.
which would be something that potentially the universe would already have. You know, if they're a science station, it's possible anyway.
So how long would that take to like transfer that info through the cable?
Not long.
Okay.
You know, maybe 20 minutes at best.
Okay. So he's doing that. He's downloading, and he looks at the others, and he's like, "This will take a little bit of time. In the meantime, any other ideas with regard to what we can do regarding this Space Force? I know that we are going to try to get individuals from around Earth, possibly starting with the Justice Legion. Any ideas beyond that any of you might have?"
I guess putting up a help wanted sign in New Prussia wouldn't be a bad idea.
Universe, are
Maybe
you equipped with weaponry? Sorry.
is Universe equipped with weaponry?
Nope.
Oh, not even a laser?
Nope. Not even a mazer
Oh man.
or a
If
blazer.
it's a if it if it's a laser that you can like cut stuff biologically, then yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, inside.
I mean, I'm sure there's a lot of like veterans or people from New Prussian forces that might need a job. That might be another place to get superpowered people. Sania, although that's gonna be
Right.
Maybe we should
Yeah.
wait for them to work out the kinks first before we
Yeah.
give them this kind of power.
We'll need to tap currently stable nations.
Mm.
We could also talk to the United Nations themselves. There is also the Protectors, the Southwest All-Stars.
Mhm.
There is also that interdimensional pocket bar, Olson's. We could place information there if anybody goes there.
Mhm.
All right. So then, guess wait and download the rest of that information. And once that's done, he pops the cable off. Like, thank you, Universe. We'll be seeing you again soon.
Affirmative. Safe travels.
He opens the conduit back to the vein so we can all go through.
Mhm.
Okay.
Close that behind us.
And that's where we're going to stop for the evening. Because we're at 3 hours, 14 minutes ish. So we had a good 3 hours in there. All right. So we need to start off with RP votes. We're going to start off with Davey. Who are you voting for?
This one is tough. I'm gonna go with Dale just because Johnny Quantum. I didn't think he was gonna make a comeback, and here he is in the flesh.
Yeah.
So Dale for Johnny Quantum.
Okay. Brittany.
Yeah, before that incident, I was definitely gonna choose George, but
Yes.
I just gotta give it to Dale,
Yeah.
Okay.
pulling that out of nowhere.
Dale.
Let's see. I will go with George. Yeah, that's good information. Going through background and stuff. Very cool.
Okay. Derek.
Dale.
Okay. And then George.
I think yeah, it was either between Dale or Derek. I actually thought like Derek's outburst at the beginning was
Mm-hmm.
was good.
Yeah.
So we vote.
No, I'll go Derek.
Okay.
Dale's gonna win anyway.
Alrighty, so Dale.
I get a sympathy vote.
Yeah, no, I voted for a third party.
I know, right?
There you go.
All right, so Dale, you get to add 200 karma onto your character
You're
sheet.
throwing your vote away.
And we need to roll for karma this month.
Woo!
We did not do that yet.
Yeah.
So
Let's roll it.
somebody give that a roll so we can get that updated. Pretty please.
How about George?
I don't know how to do it. No, I really don't. I've never done that before.
Oh, just roll
Good-
1d10.
Good reason. Good
So
reason
it's,
for you to do it.
Mm-hmm.
Then in the supers rolls, it's /r space 1d10.
Do we have any birthdays this month?
Yep.
So we'll
Is that also a D10?
yes, so we'll add that as well. So we'll get Derek to roll his. Okay.
I rolled a 1.
All right, good job, George.
Reroll.
I warned you.
I got a 6.
Okay. 6, 7.
It's above the 50% mark.
So
Yay.
7 times 50.
Yeah.
I'm just sad because apparently I've lost compass too. My parents are spies.
Yeah, no, it's like everything's.
Yeah, I ain't got nothing left.
His neighbor is a
Weirdo.
Stepford wife.
Okay.
Stepford husband.
So those rolls just earned us 2,450 karma. And then when we fill up the group available again and add the rest to the bank, our bank is now at 17,201 karma.
Wow.
Very cool.
Whose turn is it?
It's still
Mine.
Derek's turn.
Okay.
I've been looking at a couple of things, and then I honestly forgot to communicate with Dale, but I will.
Cool.
I have to type in stuff, so I will be doing that.
Sweet. Okay.
Maybe I should go training with Dr. Weitzman.
Mm-hmm.
Training, when we can hear a train in the background.
Training.
I should
yeah,
go
that's me.
training.
Get your
Dun,
brain
Who is
pumped.
that?
Dun, dun,
Training.
dun, 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 dun.
Ooh,
Maybe I can lift a train with my brain. Except I never could do that before.
train your brain.
Mm.
You should play Mahjong. It's good. It's good for your brain.
Mm. Mm.
Not solitaire, the actual Mahjong.
All right, so as we're wrapping up for tonight, next week the only game we have going on is our final game of Rifts. It's going to be taking place on the
Thursday.
13th.
It's a final countdown.
So
Sorry.
hopefully we'll be able to get everything in there. So people need to buckle up. We're going to have to go through everything as quick as possible because D&D is coming up next. So, and then the following week, which is the 19th, 21st, and 22nd, we have all these games we had this week, starting with Star Wars, then Mythic Savannah, and then back to this on the 22nd. So, yeah, I guess that's right. Cool. 22nd. So, okay. Thanks you guys for hanging out with us and tuning in, and we will catch y'all again next time. Good night, guys.
No.